God forbid anybody say limit your sugar intake, because you don't want to fuck with big sugar. Like, big sugar has manipulated so much in like history, especially. I don't know about like UK, but I'm sure obviously it's all here. But like, do you know about the saturated fat thing in the 50s?
No, enlighten me. No.
So low fat options came in the 50s because big sugar was able to manipulate the data to basically show people like, oh, fat is what fat is what is making you fat, when really they were pumping sugar into all these products. So then they started offering low fat options, but low fat literally means more sugar to replace the taste of the fat. And so it was just more. And then like another crazy thing about the sugar companies is they do some sort of like government loans. And
Yeah,
if these big sugar companies ever default on government loans, it's in the bill where they can pay off their loan in sugar.
that's insane.
Isn't that insane?
That's crazy.
And so God forbid that a government entity ever say anything bad about sugar, because they're in cahoots, you know? And it's just like this cycle where I remember I visited my friend Gary and Jones in LA, and this was the first time I ever looked at a nutritional bottle on like a thing, because he mentioned something about how much sugar is in ketchup. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of sugar in ketchup. And he goes, pull up the nutritional label, and I pulled it up, and it was 8 grams of sugar per 2 tablespoons. I'm like, what? And he goes, now look up barbecue sauce. I saw one barbecue sauce, it was like 13 grams of sugar per 2 tablespoons. And he goes, now look at this, and he showed me his barbecue sauce, 0 grams of sugar. And then like he also made me this shake. It was like 40 grams of protein, 100 calories, and it tasted just like a milkshake.
Yeah.
And he's a really smart guy. And I'm like, Gary, like, I don't understand, like, why wouldn't like the world as a whole be pushing like this instead of like a 1,200 calorie milkshake with 144 sugar? And like, why would they not do sugar-free barbecue sauce and ketchup? Right, this. And he goes, it's all part of the cycle. People, they get forced to sugar, and then they get sick. And they get forced to sugar. Sugar companies make money. Then they get sick. Then they go to the hospitals. The hospitals make money. Then the hospitals prescribe them pharmaceuticals. Then the pharmaceuticals make money. And it's all a cycle. It's all a monetary cycle that you're just perpetually in. And I think we've never seen a more obvious example of that until lately, when like
Yeah.
one word was never mentioned about maintaining health.
Yeah.